All right, everybody, welcome to round two of the 10U Birmingham Bulls versus the Huntsville Chargers Friendlies up here in Huntsville this Saturday. Been a great first game, real tight. Bulls won it 2-1. Tab Baker had some great saves in net. Looks like we're going to have, pulling up the pipes for us today, is Bay Thomas. Bay, one of our developmental players. She's going to take her turn in net, getting out there loose, getting stretched. The rest of the team's out there loosening up, taking some laps. Got Tyler Hallman with me. Tyler, how's it going?
Good. Welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody who saw the first game is getting to check out the second game. Man, I'm excited to see Bay Thomas in net. We don't get to see Bay very often, as she is a developmental player. But she has been looking really good in some practices lately, and just excited to see her in goal for this game.
So Huntsville has not taken the ice yet. Here they come. Finally coming out the gate over here.
Huntsville back in their gray jerseys.
Didn't have it on camera there because we got it pointed at our warm-ups. But their goalie came out and did a Superman slide. Yeah, it's a different goalie than the last game. But Stewart, number 23, came out, did a Superman slide into the net. It was great. Parents were cheering. It was awesome. I love to see a goalie act like a goalie.
What was the number of the goalie last game?
What was it?
29.
29, okay.
So 29 last game, put on a clinic. And just looked fantastic.
Oh, there he is down there.
Yeah, I see him over here in the corner.
Dressed out as a skater.
We'll keep an eye on him. I like to see how goalies play when they skate out. Elijah Cole actually skated out last game, had a fantastic game. Tab Baker will be doing it this game. Look to see him.
Holden. His name is Holden.
Holden. I do remember him. Yeah. Tab actually had a really good time skating out when we played last in our last tournaments. So yeah, excited to see these goalies skate out. You know the old adage that the goalies are the best skaters on the team most of the time.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it mixes up, you know. So about a minute and a half left on warm-ups. We'll have 12-minute periods like we did last time. We're doing minute and a half penalty kills. So that's a little bit different from our other friendlies that we've done before where they had minute-long penalty kills. But this one they're doing minute and a half. And it's good practice because that's what they do in league play. So the boys digging pucks out of the net, getting ready to go. We'll be underway here shortly with your starting lineup. And for those of you who have watched a game from Huntsville before or have been up here to this rink, we're on the rink 2 side, which has the canopy, which is that metal, corrugated metal roof you kind of see on the right-hand side of your screen. So unfortunately, there's not going to be a whole lot you can see if it comes on these near side boards. So just bear with us. You might also see some heads hanging in the way if folks get up on the edge of the railing here. Sometimes they try to lean around and see, but that roof right there kind of keeps everything from being visible from up here.
So we discussed it in the break, Justin, but there's a really cool device that apparently will center on the action, focus on the action, and chase the action. And we're going to start a campaign to buy Justin one of those devices. So you may see a Venmo square popping up in the next couple of videos. Henry Orange takes the face off. He's got Gus Federley over on his right. Remy Uptain back on defense along with Parker Allen and Ethan Buck on his left. So Puck sits around center ice for a while.
Way offsides, and they know it too.
Yep. Ethan chases it into the offensive zone. Remy now shoots it up. Ricochets off the boards. Going to bounce towards the goal. Holden, the goalie from the last game, now working it behind his own net. Henry Orange tries to cut it off.
Whoa, I think that was offsides, but no call.
Ethan does a good job of grabbing that one. He tries to center one for Gus or Henry, but behind both of them. Chargers now working it back up. Henry flips it up the boards. Sends it into the Bulls' offensive zone. Ethan Buck will chase. Ethan looks to center one. He's got Gus right there in front. Gus puts a stick on it. Unable to connect. Now Graham comes in. He centers one for Ethan. He's got Sam. Sam and Hayes backing on defense. Sam does a good job of poking that one away before they can come out of the offensive zone. Ethan, Sam, Graham all over there battling along the boards. Graham ends up with it. Graham tries to shoot it up. Graham now has an opportunity. He busts open wide. He's got a guy right next to him. Graham with Gus right next to him. Or I'm sorry, Will right next to him. Graham backhands one into the goal. Fantastic job there by Graham. He looked to pass it, but then decided at the last second not to, and backhanded it into the goal. So fantastic job there by Graham, making something happen.
I love the little backhand tip. Graham made that look real easy.
He did. So it'll be the same offensive line except Nate Key comes out. So Graham, Will, Nate, Easton, and can't tell who's out there with Easton. Fisher. So Chargers in the neutral
Offside.
ice send it in, and we're going to have an offsiders. Well, a full line change here. It looks like Tab over at left wing, Caleb Duro center, Keegan Brennan over at right. It's going to be Fisher and Easton staying in on defense. Immediately the faceoff goes over to Keegan, who sends it up ice, and we'll have an icing. We'll make a change on defense. Looks like Remy comes back out along with Parker. Oh, shot on goal, and Bay does a good job. Several Bulls defenders tried to knock that one down as it was headed towards Bay, but Bay just knocks it down. Good cross-ice pass from Keegan Brennan over to Caleb Duro. We'll have an offsides. Remy just knocked it in as Caleb was trying to get back on sides. Henry Arns takes the face-off. It over to Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole sends it right back to Henry Arns. Henry takes a half-hearted shot. Didn't get a whole lot on it, but it was on goal. Goalie does a good job of knocking that one away. Remy swipes that one away there at center ice. Chargers now working into the offensive zone of the Bulls. Parker knocks that one away. Elijah battling along the near boards, or far boards. I'm sorry, about took a referee out. Now the puck spits out into the offensive zone. Henry Arns will be the first one there. Henry with a heads-up play. Looks up to Parker. Parker snags it at the blue line, sends it over to Hayes. Hayes from defensive position takes a shot just wide of the goal. Ethan Buck now chasing into the corner. Ethan sends it back over to Parker. Henry sends it back up the wall. Chargers trying to work it out. Poked away by Henry. Henry able to keep it in. He's got Ethan just to his right. Chargers now trying to send it out, find some open ice, and they find wide open ice. Hayes snags it at center ice. He's going to send it up. He's going to dump one up to the net and just bounces over the top of the goal. Graham Pugh pokes that one out. Ethan now chasing. Graham pokes another one out. Ethan's going to go into the corner. Graham looking to center it. He centers one over towards, who was that? Elijah Cole, who got knocked down. Oh, and Hayes shoots one. He skates up from the blue line, shoots it and puts it into the left side of the goal, just over the goalie's stick side. So with a rich shot by Hayes Hallman, we go up 2-0 with 7:32 left here in the first period. 2 shots on goals for the Bulls, and both of them go in.
What a quick wrister. That was beautiful.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
Good idea to skate up there as the pass went wide, and he skated up and intercepted it. So off the face-off, Easton Del Bosco now knocks that one away. Chargers try to center one. Cut off well by Elijah Cole.
That was offsides, but no call. We'll take it.
So I actually think that was Easton Del Bosco who cut that off, not Elijah. And a shot on Bay. It bounces in off her blocker side, ricochets off and into the net. So
yeah, that one took a tough bounce.
it did. She was in good position. Just a great shot. So Henry Arns taking the face-off for the Bulls. He's got Ethan on his left. Gus on his right. I'm sorry, Will on his right. Looks like Remy and Parker in for the defense. Remy now is going to take it behind his own goal. He skates it up, sends one along the wall, gets tripped up as he sends that pass off. Ethan works along the near side boards along with Remy. Tough to see what's going on with that awning in the way, but puck spits out, goes towards Bay. Not on goal. Chargers now take another shot. Goes off Henry's skate. Henry's going to take it along the near side. Henry does a great job of just keeping his head up, skating, looking for the pass. He passes it up to Will.
I think they're going to call icing on that one.
How in the world can they call icing?
Oh, wait, nope, that's a penalty.
I was about to say, that was just a wild pass.
That's a hook.
And it wasn't even a wild pass. It was a fast pass that just wasn't called up to. So we have a hook on Huntsville Chargers.
We'll be on our first power play of this game.
So Tab Baker, left wing, Graham Pugh center, Keegan Brennan, right wing, Hayes and Sam. Sam does a good job of poking that one out. Keegan tries to steal the boards, but it works its way up. Hayes in a good position back, so is Sam, and Graham back checks. And we have an offsides on the Chargers. So we'll head out here to the neutral zone for a face-off. Graham Pugh to take this one for the Bulls. Graham sends it immediately back to Hayes. Hayes is going to skate it up. He Flips it along the wall. Dumps it into the offensive zone. Graham will be the first one there for the Bulls. Chases it behind the net. Does a great job of lifting the stick. Keegan right there trying to grab the puck that's loose. Tab will chase it behind the goal. Tries to kick it out to Keegan. Graham sends it back up towards Keegan. Keegan sends it around to Tab. Chargers now take possession. Work it up through center ice. Sam goes down, switching feet, but it's intercepted by Hayes. Hayes now with a lot of open ice in front of him. He sends it up to Keegan. Hayes catches back up to that one. He's going to come back around the other side. He sends a pass over to Tab, who puts one in. Great pass. Looking back for Tab, and Tab skating right there with them. Puts one in goal. Great job there by that Bulls line. So a score of 3-1. Good heads-up play there by Hayes Hallman for the assist. And Tab skating like crazy to catch up to him. Make sure he's in position to help out. Gets himself a goal. So Caleb Duro took that face off. He's got Easton Del Bosco, backhands it up. Easton again gets it on his forehand, sends it back up to Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole gets it into the offensive zone. Immediately taken back out though. Elijah hustles back on sides. Gets it around. Everybody's lost it at their feet. Bunch of sticks just stabbing at it, but Gus Fetterly ends up with it in the corner. Sends it around the boards, trying to find Elijah. Elijah centers a great pass over to Caleb Duro, but cut off well by the Chargers. Easton Del Bosco steps up. And the Chargers able to clear the zone. They find some open ice and get it out. Fisher, Renicky steps up, tries to send it back in. Again, a lot of traffic. Bunch of sticks right here in the middle. There's Fisher, Gus, and Caleb all over that way. Looks like Gus cut that one off. And it spits out to Elijah. Elijah, fantastic skaters, just got to work around a few guys. Elijah tries to get it out of the zone and does. Still battling along the boards. Caleb gets tripped up as he's trying to grab that puck. Looks like it's going to be a Fisher who sends it up and around. Puck ends up over to Easton Del Bosco, who looks up for Elijah. Elijah Cole sends a nice cross-ice pass over to Caleb Duro. Caleb's got to catch up to it, though. Caleb tries to put one in the goal and does. He works it right around the leg pad of the goalie, and Caleb puts one in on the near side of the goal. So a score of 4-1 with 2:53 here left in the first period. This is a much different game than we had the last time.
Well, he got the assist. I put Caleb up first. I'm his mom.
So Henry Arns now sends a cross-ice pass over to Will Fetterly. Will Fetterly with a one-on-one. Puts one. Oh, that went off the bars. Referee says no. I thought it went in. Henry Arns now working along the boards. Sends another one over to Nate Key. Nate Key trying to get his stick in place. And Will tries another one. And they're going to call this one dead.
Cool. Of all the times I wish my instant replay worked.
Right? Man, I thought that went in.
I would have said so as well, but they waved it off. So
the Bulls will change out the defense. It's Remy and Parker back in on defense. Henry at center. Nate Key and Will Fetterly. Will almost had one. Great pass there by Remy, trying to get it up to Will, but it's cut off by the Chargers. Chargers now trying to keep it in their offensive zone. But Henry says no way. Henry now working across center ice. He gets tripped up as he enters the zone.
Got a call. We got a delayed penalty on that one.
Yep. We got one Huntsville player with no stick. So what was that call? I didn't see him making.
Tripping on Henry. Well, not on Henry, but committed against Henry.
So Graham Pugh
So we're on our power play.
taking the face-off. Tap Baker to his left. Ethan Buck to his right. Sam takes a shot. Hayes and Sam in on defense. Ethan takes a stab at that one to poke it out. Graham comes up and does. Graham's now going to chase his. Oh, Charger goes down hard into the wall. No penalty called. Ethan trying to work that one out. Chargers work it out. Hayes pokes that one out. He's got to wait for everybody to get on sides, and Graham comes in, snags it, sends one up to Tab. Tab sends one over to Ethan. Ethan now looking for a shot. Ethan sends one over to Graham just off the end of his stick. Hayes steps up, pokes it deeper into the corner. Hayes again tries to find it. He takes a stab at a goal, but just wide. Graham now sends one over to Tab. He gets one over to Ethan. Ethan still stabbing at it. Graham, Tab, and Ethan all right there in front of the goal, trying to put one in, and we get a whistle.
I think they whistled that one dead.
That's a late whistle dead, but
It was, but
everybody was in front of that goal stabbing at it, so offense in great position to pick up some loose change and put one in the goal. Offense will make a change. We got Elijah Cole over at left. Caleb Duro at right. Keegan Brennan at right. Caleb Duro at center. Easton Del Bosco on right defense. And Fisher Renicky over at left. So Fisher picks it up to center ice, tries to send it back in. Elijah Cole now working it in. He's got Keegan Brennan to his right. Elijah, as he's trying to take a shot, it ricochets off one of the Huntsville players' sticks and goes wide of the goal. Chargers now working into the Bulls' defensive zone. They hadn't been in there very much. Bay looking alive, takes a shot and able to stop it. Elijah Cole works it along the wall. Again, Bay with a shot. Fisher sweeps it out of the way. Fisher now is going to send it up the boards. Puck gets out to Easton Del Bosco, who can't quite get it out, but Elijah does. And we're going to have the end of the first. Bulls on top, 4-1. Shots on goal, 6-4.
what a first period.
Man, tell you what, Bulls came out to play this game.
Yeah, lots of good passing. You can tell there's some good communication going on down there. They're smothering again those rush attempts, and we saw that in the beginning of the first game. The defense was just not giving them a lot of room to work, and seeing that again this time, it's kind of been our MO on the season, right? Very strong defense.
Well, I'm extremely partial, so I can say this, but the pass from Hayes back to Tab, the heads-up play that was cool to watch. I hope that they can do that in league play when they get back going.
Absolutely.
So it was a backwards pass.
Yeah.
Which typically I would say don't do. So we'll flip sides here. We'll have to wait on Beta. Beta realize that. There she goes. Oh, come on, Bay. Oh, water bottle.
Kind of nuts that shots on goal are 6-4 for the Bulls. And 4 of our 6 shots have gone in.
Well, it's in this league, a lot of times it is goalie play, and that goalie we played the last game was just lights out. Played fantastic. So Henry Arns will be center. Nate Key over to his right. Gus Federley over to his left. Gus sends it up back into the neutral zone. Henry Arns works it into the offensive zone. He's trying to get his backhand there. Oh, Gus takes a shot. Goalie does a good job of sticking that away. Be Remy and Parker back in on defense. Nate tries to center one. Oh, and somebody put that in. I don't know who put it in. I think Nate
that was
did.
Nate. That was Nate. They're tapping Nate on the head like it was him. So
I think Gus gets the assist on that. So Gus had gone over into the corner and kind of centered it, and Nate ends up putting one in. So the Bulls go up 5-1. Defense will switch out. It'll be Hayes and Sam. Offense will stay the same. Henry wins that one back. He sends it back to Sam, who goes down. Hayes pokes that one away. Chargers, though, end up with it on their stick, and Nate Key does a great job of back checking and being in a good defensive position. Henry comes in to help him out here in the corner. Nate's going to charge along the near wall. Gets up to Sam. Sam able to clear the zone. Nate still charging into it. Hayes now has it. He's going to skate it up. He dumps it into the offensive zone. Henry Arns has got to catch up to it. Shouldn't be any icing. Henry able to catch up to it right there in the corner. Hayes now steps up, flips it up the wall. Comes up Sam now, trying to keep it in. And Chargers able to clear it. Hayes in good position. He swipes that one away. Flips it back up the wall, looking for Nate. Nate picks it up in the neutral zone. Nate with a great pass over to Henry Arns, who's waiting at the blue line. Henry heads up, looking. He takes a shot, and he puts one in. Henry Arns with a goal. So we have a score of 6-1 now. 10:17 left here in the second period.
great job there by Henry. Good pass. Who was that that passed it to Henry?
I believe it was Nate to pass it to Henry.
Yeah, great setup.
So Nate and Henry both with a goal. That line looking pretty strong today. Graham Pugh passes one back to Tab. Tab takes a slap shot. Tab tries to poke that one out, gets it over to Easton Del Bosco. Easton sends it up the boards. Fisher sends a nice pass over to Will. Again, hard to see what's going on with this awning in the way, but Bulls still in their offensive zone. Tab tries to poke that one out. They get it up to Graham. Tab with a shot. Tab with a hard shot. That thing was flying into that goalie. Great save there by Huntsville. So the puck works out of the zone. Easton will be the first one there. Easton sends it back up and already able to clear it out. Graham, first one back at it. And we're going to have an offsides on Huntsville.
Wow, Easton, that was some hustle right there.
That was some serious hustle. Easton is a fast skater and extremely aggressive. Great play there by him. So it looks like Remy and Parker coming back out on defense. We'll have Caleb at center. Elijah Cole over at left wing. Keegan Brennan at right. Keegan trying to push it forward. Elijah Cole sends it over to Keegan. Puck bouncing around here in the neutral zone. Chargers end up with it. Remy in good position. Great center job there, but Parker cuts that off. Lots of defensemen there in front of the goal. I'm not sure who exactly knocked that shot down, but Caleb now sends it up the boards trying to find Keegan. Works out of the zone. Chargers going to chase it back into their own defensive side. Parker now has it, but loses it. One guy works around Remy, and a shot on goal. Bay had it in her glove, but lost it. Puck still bouncing around right in front of her. She's all on top of it, and we get a whistle. So Bay with a nice save there. She made the initial save, and then the rebound, she couldn't find it at her feet. She did a great job of butterflying out and sealing up those pipes to make sure that that goal did not pop in.
That was a weird way she sat down on it. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, right?
So right off the face-off, puck ends up in front of the goal, but Hayes has it. He whiffs on it. Now they bring it back around the backside. They take another shot. Not quite on goal. Henry Arns tries to poke it into the far corner. Ethan Buck now sends a nice cross-ice pass over to Gus. Gus able to clear the zone, but I believe we're going to have an icing here. Maybe not. They're going to wave it off. Chargers go hard to the boards down at the end. Ethan Buck sends it up and around. Should be Henry Arns who's the first one there. Henry now does a quick backhand over to Hayes. Hayes flips it right back up to Henry. Nice little play there to clear some ice. Puck flips all the way across ice. Henry again flips it back to Hayes. Hayes takes a defensive shot, bounces up towards the goal. Henry now bouncing puck over to Ethan. Ethan sticks his stick up and pops it down right into the goalie's glove. So nice save there by the goalie.
It's a heads-up play by Ethan. He was swinging.
He was ready
on that one.
He was ready. You can tell Ethan is a multi-sport athlete. Kid's eye-hand coordination is on point. The Grand Pew taking the face-off. Nate Key to his right, Tab Baker to his left. Fisher Renicky over on right defense along with Easton Del Bosco at left. Fisher able to go. I thought he kept it on.
I think it got right across the line. I think it was close.
So the Bulls with an offsides here. Will come out into the neutral zone, take another face-off. Grand Pew tries to send it back. Able to push it along the wall. It bounces up and around. Chargers send it right back out. Easton in a good defensive position, but it's a 2-on-1. He takes a stab at it. Guy goes down. No call. Bay with a good stop. Nate Key able to send it up and out. Easton flips that one up. Easton now with an opportunity. Easton hadn't scored a goal this season, I don't think. And he sends a nice pass over to Graham, who puts one on goal and puts one in goal.
That was a beautiful setup.
That was a beautiful pass there by Easton, skating that thing up. And I say he hasn't had a goal all season. I'm not sure if he has or not, but I will tell you he hadn't. If he has, he hadn't had more than one.
It ain't for lack of trying.
But that was a fantastic time to skate up.
All right, puck is dropped. Bulls pick it up. Remy Eptain sends it up and into the Chargers zone.
It looks like Elijah Cole is going to be the first one there around the net. Elijah centers one. Trying to send it back to his D-man, Remy. Remy's going to get there in the neutral zone, send it up to Federley. That's Will Federley out on the ice right now. Chargers working around. Parker now sends it right back. Great job there by Elijah, slapping that one away. Caleb Duro able to clear the zone. Remy sends one up to Elijah. Elijah, cannot find it at his feet. Elijah with a nice stick lift as they're battling there in the neutral ice. Remy's going to go into the corner. Chargers trying to work it out. Remy just won't let him get a shot off. Parker sends that one up and out, and we are going to have an icing. So I just confirmed with Easton's dad that he has not had a goal this season, but man, I tell you what, that was one of the better assists I've seen.
Absolutely.
Just a great job there, especially for a guy who you know he wants a goal. to pass that puck when he's got 2-on-1 advantage. Great heads-up play there by Easton on that last goal. So 7-1, Bulls lead here with 4:47 left in the second period. Sam sends it up and over to Henry. Henry loses the puck right there at the blue line. Henry now gets it back. Loses it again as he enters the zone. Hayes and Sam back in on defense. Henry pokes that one away. The center went over towards Bay. Bay just knocks it off her stick. Ethan Buck now tries to step up. Hayes has it on a stick. He sends one up the wall. Almost hits the referee. Over to Ethan Buck, who immediately puts it against the wall too. Sends it out of the zone. And the Chargers put it right back across the blue line. Getting it offsides.
Again, tremendous pressure by both the offense and the defense, just not giving a whole lot of room to work. That could be dangerous sometimes, right? You step up, you miss a play, and all of a sudden they got a breakaway, but it's working so far.
Yeah, this is it's fun to watch for sure. Shots on goal, 11-7 right now in Bulls' favor. But you wouldn't feel like that. I don't feel like Huntsville's had as many shots on goal as we have. We just think that we've scored a lot more than own our shots on goal. So Easton now battling through the neutral zone, not letting them have a whole lot of space. And Ethan finally knocks it away. They have an offsides on the Chargers. I hear their coach, offsides again.
I think that was one of our fans. Might have been John Del Bosco.
Never mind. Maybe should be their coach. Teach them what offsides is. So Graham Pugh with the face off over towards Fisher. Oh, and they get a shot off. They get a shot off and a quick backhand by number 25. Bay had the initial stop, bounced off her pad, and then a backhand by number 25 picking up the loose change. So Chargers score one here with 3:23 left in the second period. Bulls still on top, 7-2. Remy Uptain, Parker Allen back on defense. Graham Pugh taking the face-off with Nate Key to his right. And Gus Federley to his left. Face-off immediately one in the Bulls' direction. Nate Key tries a backhand. Stopped up well by the goalie. Graham tries to get that on a stick. Parker steps up, sends it back up towards the goal. Gus trying to get a stick on it, but the Chargers are able to work it out. Graham comes in from behind, knocks that one away. Parker Allen chases it into the corner. Oh, and they're going to try a wraparound on Bay. Cut off well by Parker and Remy, both teaming up on that. Graham Pugh now comes in to help out. Goes behind the goal, sends one up to Gus. It's going to go just off the end of Gus's stick and all the way down. They've already waved off the icing, so the Chargers are going to take it behind their own net. Send it up along the boards. Remy standing at the blue line, seals it in. Gus brings it around, tries to wrap around. And goalie with a nice cover. Gus with a good look there for a wraparound. He almost had it.
Oh, yeah. He tried to jam it home, too. You saw him kind of push there at the end.
So 2:18 left here in this second. Shots on goal favoring the Bulls, 13-8. Hayes comes in on defense along with Sam. It's going to be Caleb, Tab, and Will on the ice skating forward. Caleb goes down hard right behind the net, and we have a penalty.
Be tripping on Caleb.
I'll tell you what, these refs have done a very good job. I don't feel like either. I don't feel like any of the calls have been an advantage to either team. Like, it's been very fair.
Yeah, I'd say they're doing a great job. A couple of them last game that I was wishing had been called, but it is what it is.
You can't see it all.
That's right.
So with a penalty kill, Henry Arns takes the face off, sends it back to Hayes. Hayes sends it right back to Henry. They're going to work it out of the zone immediately. Goes right back to Hayes. Hayes flips it along the wall to Henry, but the Chargers flip it right back up the wall. Hayes cuts that one off and try to continue to poke it up, but 4 Chargers right in his way. And now Sam comes back. Sam taking in front of his own goal. Tries to send it over towards Tab, right off the stick of Tab, but gets over to Henry at center ice. Henry works it along the near wall. Sends it around the boards behind the goal. Tab will be the first one there. Chargers now working out. Henry tries to stab it away. Sam now does. Gets up and into the offensive zone. Henry sends that one back to Hayes. He wasn't quite ready for it. Hayes sends it back around the boards to Henry. Henry snags it in, tries a cross-ice pass over towards Elijah, who's entered the game. So the penalty kill's over. Hayes sends it back around to Henry along the boards. Hayes able to clear the zone through multiple bodies laying on the ice. Henry backhands it up in the neutral zone, trying to dump it into the offensive zone, and does. We got too many guys off sides. Finally, Hayes has it. He's going to skate across the blue line. I did not think we were off sides, but if we...
I think we got back on that one.
Yeah, if we were, it would have been Caleb, but I still think he was back on sides. So, as I just said, the refs were doing a good job. I feel like that one... was a.
It was close.
It was a nippy call. We'll take it. Score 7-2. We can afford an offsides call here and there.
That should be an icing. No call.
So Easton will flip that one up. Chargers looking to center one. It ends up over by Elijah. Elijah trying to get a handle on it. Works it across the blue line. Nice cross-ice pass. Bounces off Graham Pugh's skate. He was looking for either Graham Pugh or Ethan and just bounced off of Graham's skate. So we'll have the end of the second period. Score is 7-2. Shots on goal favoring the Bulls 13-9. So we'll take about a minute break here and drink some water.
Yeah.
So with about 15 seconds here left in the little intermission. Coach is talking it over with everybody.
So lots of good pressure, lots of good looks, good passes going on. Think they're going to switch things up and let's just get crazy with it in this third period?
I think they should. Like maybe throw some defensive guys on offense, some offensive guys on defense, and just see what happens. But flip side of that is that we can get some really good practice for the guys who are continuing to go out there and play their positions. So Ethan Buck over at left, Graham Pugh center, Elijah Cole over at right, Remy Uptain right defense, and Parker Allen left defense. Chargers immediately take this face off into their zone, working across. Parker with a good stab there, poking it out, and Ethan does a good job blocking that shot up. Ethan now charging along the near boards. Centers one, cut off well by the Chargers, but Elijah Cole there to pick up the rebound. Graham Pugh looking for somebody to center it to. Lots of gray jerseys in front of the goal. Almost no blue jerseys waiting around. Ethan was kind of there, but got to work it around. Parker steps up, takes a shot from the defensive position, looking over for Ethan. Ethan with an opportunity for a one-timer, but just bounced over his stick when he went to go swing. think that was Fisher who worked it back, or I'm sorry, Parker who worked it back in. And Henry now out on the ice for the Bulls. Pops that one away. Henry working along the near side or far side. Henry now makes a turn, looking for somebody to pass it to. Passes it back to his D-man, Parker Allen. Parker sends it over to Ethan. Ethan tries a backhand towards the goal. Chargers able to work it into the neutral zone. Remy tries to poke that one away. Chargers lose control. Parker meets him right behind the goal. Elijah picks it up. Get it over to Ethan. Ethan kicking it off his skate. Gets it over to Elijah, who kicks it off his skate. Who gets it over to Henry, who takes a shot and scores. Henry looked like he was about to pass that, and he is known to pass a puck like that all day long. But at the last second, he decided to shoot and puts one in on the right side of the goalie, so right on his stick side. Didn't lift it at all, which typically, if you know Henry's shot, it's high.
It's high, that's right.
And so that's a great job there by Henry, seeing that the goalie was a little bit out of position and putting one in right there on the ice. So Keegan and Caleb Duro, along with Gus Federley,
way
Easton
offsides.
Del Bosco, and Fisher Renicky are all out on the ice for the Bulls. We'll have an offsides here by the Chargers. Keegan with a face-off. Caleb pokes that one back into the neutral zone. Great job there by Easton, sending it up and out. Gonna be Caleb on the chase. Keegan kicks that one back in.
Calling that offsides, but I don't think that was offsides.
I don't think it was either. I think that Caleb was back across, but Keegan just kicked it with his skate. And they're going to give us an offsides either way.
Again, that yellow line messes us up a little bit.
It does. So
stupid curly.
Sam does a good job sending it over to Nate Key, who dumps it into the offensive zone. Graham Pugh will be the first one there. Graham trying to pick it up. Hayes picks it up at the blue line, takes a shot. It's knocked down well by the Chargers. Graham kind of sends one back towards the goal. Tab Baker will be the first one there. Nate Key trying to stab that one away. Chargers able to clear it out, get it into the neutral ice. Hayes pokes that one away. Hayes continuing to battle in the middle of a bunch of gray jerseys. Sam jumps in to help him out. They do get a shot off on goal, and Hayes is able to send it out along with some help from his teammates. Chargers trying to get it on their stick, trying to get a shot off. They get a shot, but bounces off of Nate Key. All these shots continue just to bounce around. Tab Baker now with it, trying to flip it out. Puck finally gets out, and we're going to have an icing on the Bulls. I'm not sure who actually sent that out. Tab was kind of right there. I think maybe Nate was over there.
Couldn't see it because of the awning. So.
I know, it's tough to tell. When they get on the near side boards, we really can't see a whole lot, especially in that far corner. So score of 8-2, 8:17 left here in the second period. Get over to Gus. I'm sorry, Will. Will gets it out of the zone. Ethan tries to cut that off. Chargers able to work it around. Chargers doing a good job of passing it around. Parker Allen sends one over to Remy Uptain, just off Remy's stick. And they get a shot off on Bay, but just wide. Chargers now try to center one. Henry and Remy both there trying to cut that off. It just goes wide. And a good job getting it out there by Remy and Will. Oh, nice pass there by Henry Arns over to Will. just goes wide. There's a chunk of something that just fell on the ice. I'm not sure what that is. Henry working behind the net. Centers one for Ethan. Henry now sends it back to Remy. Remy sends it right back up the boards to Henry. Doesn't quite make it to him, though. And Chargers kind of put one towards goal, but we're going to have an icing. I wonder what that was. It popped out.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Here's the black thing. The kid just picked it up. It almost looked like it was a piece to a helmet. Oh, top of a stick.
The butt end of a stick.
Butt end of a stick. Got it. So thank you to Lauren Cole, our clock operator, for letting us know exactly what that was. So puck bouncing around here in the neutral zone, and we have an offsides by the Chargers. So Caleb takes the face-off. Got Keegan over on his right wing. Caleb charging hard into the offensive zone. He's got Elijah Cole over on his left wing. Easton battling along the boards as defenseman. And Fisher. That's Easton skating it around. Sends a nice pass up. Tries to keep it in the zone. Caleb. And Elijah now steals it behind the net. Elijah trying to get possession of the puck. They center one over towards Caleb. Caleb right there at it, but just couldn't quite get in position to grab the puck and take a shot. So Fisher and one of the Federleys send it back up to Caleb. Elijah's got it. He sends a nice pass over to Caleb. Caleb now with an opportunity. He's trying to kick it off his feet. Loses the puck as he enters the offensive zone. Continue to work the boards. Huntsville able to clear it out. Send it over to Hayes, who dumps it right into the offensive zone. Hayes sends it up and around. Elijah giving chase. Keegan with a poke check. Keegan steals it up. He's got Graham over to his left. He centers one for Graham. And goalie, oh my goodness.
It's blown dead.
So they blew it dead, but the
was still
goalie,
alive, apparently.
the goalie I thought did not make the stop. I thought it was still a live puck, and Graham was right there in front of the center, but Keegan came in and poked it in. They went ahead and called it dead. So
that last line was worn out. You could tell.
Yeah, they were done.
Lead feet.
They were done. Gets back to Hayes. Hayes goes to take a defensive shot and knocked down, and now it's a one-on-one with Bay. But man, did Sam ever do some back checking. Great hustle there by Sam to get in their way. They send her another one on Bay, and Bay's out of position, but great job there by defense. Hayes came back over and stopped that one. So the whole rush brought on by Hayes' shot that got blocked away, and he ends up saving a little bit of a goal there along with Sam. Sam did a fantastic job back checking. I can't say enough about the hustle he just put in. It's going to be Gus Federley here in the corner, knocking that one down along with Graham Pugh. Hayes trips up right there at the blue line, but able to take it away. Hayes works it along. It's on his backhand. He sticks a pass over towards Graham. Graham's got it on his stick, but can't get a shot off. Gets over to Sam, who takes a shot. Now works over to Gus Federley, who sends it back to Hayes. Hayes whiffs on a shot. And now leaves Sam back out there on defense by himself. It's a 2-on-1. Sam gets in their way again. And they get a shot off. And just over the glove side of Bay. So a couple mistakes there by the defense. One of them we didn't get called on. The second one we did. So looks like Henry Arns back out on the faceoff. He's got Ethan Buck. He sends a pass right over to Ethan and hits him in the back of the skate. Henry now going to work it behind his own goal. Sends it up the wall towards Tab. Ricochets off. Gets over to Ethan, who had skated over to help out. Ethan with a backhand over to Henry. Henry brings it along the blue line, even if his skate had to bring it across. Huntsville now working it back. Try to get a shot off. It looked like Remy did a good job of blocking that one up. Remy now carrying it forward. He works the wall. Loses it there in the neutral zone. Huntsville now bringing it in. Parker pops that one away. Remy picks it up. Remy using some shoulders, putting some folks down there along the wall. He finally sends it out. Gets it over towards Ethan. Ethan working it across the blue line. Takes one last stab at it to send it over to Tab. Can't quite get it. And we'll have an offsides on the Chargers.
Great effort here. You can tell the team's worn out. They're tired. It's been skating hard. But hopefully those conditioning drills are paying off, huh?
This is a lot of ice time, so 2:20 left. Nice job there by Easton, stepping up, keeping that one in the zone. The Chargers able to send it out. They're going to put one on goal. Bay with a good job just putting both blockers down. Making sure that didn't come anywhere near the goal. Gets over to Keegan. Keegan now working it forward. I say Keegan, is that Nate? No, that is Keegan. Poked away as he enters into the offensive zone. Got a couple guys down and a stick loss right there by Caleb Duro. Easton now sends it up along the boards, gets it over to Graham. Graham with an opportunity. He comes in hot, poked away right at the last second. Graham tries to center one for Will. Cut off well by Huntsville. Huntsville now working across the neutral zone, poked away by Keegan. Huntsville tries to center one. Hayes picks it up right in front of the goal, sends it up and out. Huntsville has to restart, and they can't. So we'll have an offsides.
42 seconds left in this game.
I keep saying the second period, but it is the third. It is the third period, right?
Yeah, it's the third period.
So yeah, 42 seconds left in this game. 8-3. Shots on goal, 15-12. Feels like more than that.
It does. It does.
So Remy Uptain sends it up the boards. Remy again pokes that one away. Elijah sends it out of the zone. 19 seconds left. Remy and Elijah both working that far side. Bay able to keep that bouncing puck out from in front of the goal. All right, and the Bulls will take both games today against the Huntsville Chargers. So thanks for joining in. We do have a tournament next weekend. We'll be back in Birmingham for the Birmingham Slam tournament. I do want to wish a happy 61st birthday to our president and fantastic Chief of Operations, Mr. Kip Cole. So happy birthday, Kip, if you're listening.
Happy birthday, Pop.
Thanks for all that you do for our organization and continue to do. So signing off here, go Bulls.
Go Bulls. Thanks for watching, folks.